Hi, everybody. Welcome to this edition of NAAP News Now. My name's Alisa Tagg, and I'm the Association Director with the National
Hi,
Association of
everybody.
Activity
Welcome to this
Professionals.
edition of.
I'm so excited to be with you today and to welcome our guests. We have with us today, we have the lovely Randy Duretz from the Twilight Wish Foundation, along with Peter Stinson, who is the CEO of the organization. He's going to talk a little bit more about the Twilight Wish Foundation. And I know we've had the opportunity before, Randy, to have you on board. And I'm so glad that Peter has joined you today to talk a little bit more because you've got a lot of big things happening. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Peter, will you take a moment just to introduce yourself to everybody and tell us a little bit more about what the Twilight Wish Foundation is all about?
Absolutely. Alyssa, thanks for having us on today. Randy and I really appreciate it. I'm Pete Stinson, the Executive Director for the Twilight Wish Foundation. Our mission is to honor and enrich the lives of seniors through intergenerational Twilight Wish celebrations. So we grant wishes and dreams for deserving low-income senior citizens all across the country. That includes wishes like simple needs. It might be lift chairs, hearing aids, appliances, among other things, clothing, dentures, that type of thing. 80% of the wishes we grant for seniors are simple needs. Be living life to the fullest. That might be a reunion or a celebrity meet and greet or a sporting event that a senior has always wanted to do, and celebrating a life. So this would be wishes for seniors who are 90 or older, maybe a 100th birthday party, or maybe someone's on hospice care. They always wanted to do something but never had the opportunity to in their life. So that is what we do all across the country here at Twilight Wish Foundation.
That is amazing, Peter, that there is such an organization out there that provides such wonderful opportunities for our seniors to still feel like they're engaging in the world, basically, and being able to do things that they never thought they could do. I love that. I love that. Randy, share a little bit more about you. You've relocated, you're the traveling queen, but share just a little bit more about you and what your role is with the Twilight Wish Foundation.
Okay, first of all, a lot of you might know me. I'm Randy Duretz. Right now, at the present, and for the future, I'm the National Director of Chapters, Ambassadors, and Volunteers at the wonderful Twilight Wish Foundation. Prior to this 35 wonderful years, I worked in healthcare. I was a director of activities up north, and I did everything like you're doing. Unfortunately, the doors closed for all of us. Everything changed. I wasn't able to travel down south anymore. And I had to change. I had to change my journey. And I was so happy and honored that the Twilight Wish brought me on board. And with that in mind, a little bit about the Twilight Wish Foundation. Peter mentioned we're a Twilight Wish Foundation nonprofit 501c3, grant wishes and dreams for our 65 plus deserving seniors. And we started back in 2003. Cass Forkin, our founder and visionary officer, her and her daughter were in a diner up north in Dublin, PA. They were sitting and they overheard and they saw two elderly women and they were counting their change and the bill had to be a little over $20. So Cass called the waitress over and wanted to hand the $20 bill to her to pay. The women would only take the money for their lunch if they could meet the person paying. They came over, they hugged, they kissed one another. Everything was good back then. And with that in mind, the women said, we never ever thought younger people cared about us seniors, our senior population. After that lunch, I'm really surprised she didn't have indigestion. Cass Forkin ran home and she started the foundation procedure. In 2004, we granted our first wish for a woman that was placed in a nursing facility. And prior to that, she had to place her son at peace in a gravesite. Unfortunately, didn't have money for the tombstone. She reached out to us. We granted the tombstone. Now the son is resting at peace. And each night, this woman in the nursing home could put her head on the pillow at peace, knowing her son is resting peacefully. And with that, I mean, not only what Peter said, A third of our wishes and dreams are for our veterans. Real fast, a third of the wishes and dreams for our veterans. It gives us the opportunity to thank our veterans for all they have done, serving and protecting us. Our one big wish, and maybe since Peter was involved, Peter, would you like to show your picture and explain about the one big wish and how you got involved with this?
Sure. So I've been with Twilight Wish for a year, and during my 10 years working for a military and veterans nonprofit, I had a board member who ran reunions for World War II Marines, and he said, "Hey, I have a guy who's going to be given a wish and dream come true. He's going to take a train ride by the Twilight Wish Foundation. Would you come down and meet him?" So I was part of that wish, and right up on the wall there, that's my first wish, 2012. That was for Jim Hall, to attend the 6th Marine Division reunion on behalf of Twilight Wish. And that was my first wish, and it stuck with me. And here I am a decade later as the executive director of the organization.
And now 2 other brief wishes. John, in the nursing facility I worked at, I was walking down the hall one day doing a one-on-one, and I was called in, and a little tears in his eyes and everything. I said, "What's wrong? You didn't get butter with your toast? You didn't get syrup?" He goes, "No, worse than that. John's not going to be on TV." Who's John? The meteorologist. I'll find out why. And why are you so interested? He said, "I was a meteorologist in the Coast Guards, and spare time when we had free time, with the war and everything, I used to teach the troops about meteorology, when it was going to snow, when it was going to rain." I said, "Okay, John, pulling things out of him, your bucket list, what would you like to do?" "I would like to personally meet him, go down to Channel 6 ABC television station in Philadelphia." I said, "Okay." I left there. I went to my office. I wrote a wish application. I sent it to the Twilight Wish, Eureka. About 3 weeks later, I got a call from our director of wish management. She goes, "Randy, it's coming true. It's coming true." We spent the whole day down Channel 6 ABC, and one last one, and it just happened recently in Connecticut. One of our new chapter directors out in Connecticut, it was Norman in Hartford, Connecticut, a WW2 Air Force veteran, and he celebrated his milestone, 100 years young. The whole town there in West Hartford, Connecticut, celebrated his birthday from the mayor, a proclamation. It was Norman's Day on the map there. I mean, as Peter said, simple to different. And if you followed me on Facebook, everybody knows what I did up north at my facility. We're here to make it happen, but we need you to help us. We, at the present time, we have 17 chapters, 3 ambassadors, and their team of volunteers making it happen. We need you. We
Yeah.
need you.
Yeah, Randy, you were talking to me about that offline, about some of the states that are in need of ambassadors. And I think this is such a worthy cause. And that's why NAAP wanted to support this and have you have the platform to share which states you're looking for ambassadors on, and then how can individuals get a hold of you to inquire more about that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let him rest in peace. Jim, he was our wonderful chapter director in Alabama. Now Jim's looking down at us and with a smile on his face, seeing what Twilight Wish and how we're granting the dreams for our seniors. But the chapter is started, but we need a chapter director out there in Alabama. We're in need of Utah, New Mexico, plus every other state. We have, off the top of my head, we have Houston, Texas, we have Indiana. We're working on opening up Knoxville, Tennessee. We have a combination, but it's small. We have Maryland. We have a little slice of Virginia. And we have, what else? What else is Merv doing?
Washington,
D.C. area. We also just opened up the state of Washington. It's called Pacific Northwest. We just opened up Denver, Colorado. I'm also the boots on the ground living down here in Ocala, Florida. I need the Sunshine State to shine in Florida. And everybody says it's the retirement world. How come? I guess now that I'm placed here, I'm banging on doors, I'm making on calls, I'm reaching out to my peers, reaching out to you. I'm only a cell, a text, an email away. Same thing with Peter. We need everybody to jump in and help. And with that in mind, we reach out to the nursing home, the healthcare facilities, making wishes and dreams come true for the elderly. And with that, the criteria is only that they have to be a resident, a client, or a patient living, depending on how you call it in your city or state. But we also reach out to the community. There's so many people still out there living independently by themselves or with family members or with their significant others. There is a criteria, also being 65 plus, an annual income. We're working now 27,000 individual income and at a 200% poverty. There's still so many people out there. What we say too, come on activities people, come on social workers that are listening and watching today in the future. You all do one-on-ones. Go out to your VFWs, go out to your moose clubs, sit down, grab an ear and talk and see what kind of wish and dream they would want. Something they can't reach out and do for themselves, the Twilight Wish Foundation is here to do and make it come true.
Randy, I think you just said it all in a nutshell. I was going to ask Pete if he had anything to add, but I doubt he does. But I'm going to ask anyway. Pete, do you have anything to add to all of that?
Sure. Well, with us being a 501c3, we depend fully on the community for support. So that means support in every way. We don't receive any government funding. So we're always looking for local, national, regional partners to help fund our projects. As Randy talked about, we are always looking for volunteers to help us. We are a small Philadelphia-based organization that covers the entire country. Obviously, Randy is remote, but we have, as Randy noted, chapters throughout the country. So no matter where you're located, you can either start from the ground up, you can join a team that we currently have. We need all the help we can get, all the connections. We want to grant as many wishes and dreams as we can for deserving low-income seniors, but we need your help, all of you at NAAP, all of you who work with seniors, to help us grant wishes and dreams. You know, there is something to be said for, hey, we gotta act now. You know, seniors are in the twilight years, so there is a sense of urgency here. So if there's anything to take away, it would be we're looking for community partners to help support and fund the work that we do. We're looking for volunteers to help us in a variety of capacities, depending on anybody's particular professional background. And we're also looking for further awareness, so everybody knows about the Twilight Wish Foundation across the country.
I love that. That's so important, Pete. You're right that we do need to get the awareness out there so that more of our lower income seniors can have these wishes made true. I love the wishes that you shared, Randy. I'm sure you could probably spend hours sharing additional wishes of the amazing individuals that you've been able to love and support on. And I love a wish program in general. I think it is such a beneficial program for our seniors, our elders that are living in community settings to really have the opportunity to do something special, you know, something that they would not be able to do. And like, I love what you said too, that it can be no wish is too big and no wish is too small, you know, that it's whatever the senior's bucket list item is, as you said, that can be an important aspect on how to make that wish come true. So you said Alabama, Utah, New Mexico, and Florida. And I know our larger states, they probably have one or two chapters, but they might need some more support there too.
Exactly.
So hopefully people who are listening here, we've had a lot of viewers, a lot of people saying hello. Hopefully they're going to take a moment to reach out to you. And so Randy, how would they do that? How would they reach out to you?
Okay, there's several different ways. Our website, www.twilightwish.org. And everything with that, in a nutshell, they can reach out and check out the staff, who we are, what we do, our past wishes, even our wishes that we're in need of support, backing, and donation. See, what happens now? What happens now if we do not have a chapter in that special state, city, or town? People send in, and they have been sending in wishes to us, and we post it on our Twilight Wish, our main Facebook site. And we do have wonderful people out there that it's like they're always on there, and they check, they go, yes, we want to help this one. Yes, we want to help this one. And that's how a lot of our wishes and dreams come true without a chapter being around. So it's with our website and our Facebook page. And if anybody knows me, you have my email, randy@twilightwish.org. It's RANDIE@TWILIGHT.org. I'm only an ear away. If you have the time, I have the ear.
And even though Randy's on the East Coast, she will answer your messages at midnight. So I apologize when I do text you at midnight, Randy. But I'm on the West Coast, so I don't think about that. But you're very good about responding at any time, day or night. So great resources there. The website, you have the Facebook page, and you have your email that anybody can get a hold of you, Randy with an IE at the end, at twilightwish.org. And I would encourage any of you who are watching, I just saw somebody say hello from Cleveland, Ohio. Please reach out to Randy and get involved. I see we have a lady watching from Northern California. Reach out, get involved. That would be exciting to have to be involved with Randy and Pete to grant these wishes to our residents that we work with on a regular basis. So I want to just stop here with a little bit of final thoughts. Any final words of wisdom? And Pete, we'll start with you, and then we'll come to Randy.
Sure. Just two thoughts. One, I'm going to reiterate what Randy said. Please check our website out, twilightwish.org. You can follow us on Facebook. There are also other chapter Facebook pages, so you may see other locations pop up with their pictures of seniors and the great work they're doing. We have Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And my final thought is I want to thank all of you who work with seniors day in and day out for the work that you do, for taking care of our seniors and whatever stage of life that they're in. It's heroes work, and we know it's challenging, and we thank you for what you do, all of you.
Thanks, Pete. Randy.
All right, I want to read something from Cass Forkin, our founder. We value the spirit of the elderly. It is a way we can say thanks, show respect, and make wishes come true in the twilight years. For those who have spent their lives making wishes and dreams come true for you and me. Now remember, Twilight Wish, we're making our world a nicer place to age, one Twilight Wish at a time.
Oh, that's beautiful said. One Twilight Wish at a time. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that information. Thank you so much for all that each one of you do, and for all your other ambassadors and volunteers that do all the hard work to ensure that these dreams are fulfilled. So please take a moment, everybody, and check out twilightwish.org or their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn pages, or reach out to Randy directly at randy@twilightwish.org, and that's Randy with an IE at the end. So until the next time, we look forward to seeing who our next guest will be, and we'll be joining here back at the same place in another time, so check it out. Everybody else, take care, stay safe, and stay sane. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you.